Well, have you ever heard people use the word unless many times? You may have heard people say until, okay? And sometimes you may have heard people use both of them in the same sentence. Well, that is what we're going to take a look at in today's lesson, using unless and until. Hey friends, I'm Rachna and I'm back with a new lesson. Well, many times you may have heard people use unless or even until, or maybe used both of them in the same sentence. Well, that is what we're going to learn in today's class. We're going to take a look at two words, unless and until. Okay, so first let's understand, what do you mean by unless? Now, unless is a word that shows a precondition. Okay, it's a precondition, and you never use it in the negative because it has already kind of got a negative connotation. So in simple words, unless means except if. Okay, so that means yes, it's a precondition. Okay, now let's take a look at a sentence. Can you turn off the radio unless you are listening to it? Now I use unless here because it means except if you are listening. That means if you are not listening, then turn it off. But except if you are listening, it's all right, let it go on. So here it means except if. It's a precondition. So except if you're listening to it, it's okay, it can go on. So except if, unless you are listening to it. Alright, so it's a precondition. Now remember, you never use unless in negative. You don't use negative with unless. So you can't say unless you are not listening to it. I mean, two negatives do not work. Okay, so can you turn off the radio unless you are listening to it? Okay, now let's take a look at until. And until means up to the particular moment you're talking about, or the particular time. Okay, so until means up to the particular time, till that particular time. Okay, from a time before up to a particular time. So I tell you, I listen to music until I feel sleepy. That means until, till I feel sleepy, or till the moment I feel sleepy. Okay, so up to the moment I feel sleepy. So they're completely two different words. Unless is except if, until is till. So yes, you can use till. I listen to music till I feel sleepy. Only until is more formal, till is informal. Okay, let's take a look at another example. Unless you pay now. Now remember friends, when you start your sentence with an unless clause, this clause, you always put a comma here. Okay, so unless you pay now, we can't guarantee your ticket. Except if you pay now. It's a precondition. Well, if you do pay now, we guarantee you your ticket. Alright, so except if you pay now, you're putting a condition. Okay, so it's already a precondition. Unless you pay now, we can't guarantee your ticket. Now one thing you need to remember, after unless, you never use the future tense immediately, though you may imply a future action. Okay, so you never say you will pay unless you pay. No, never. Remember, never use the future, rather will immediately with the verb after unless. Okay, so remember, when you start with an unless clause, unless you pay now, comma, you have to remember this, very important, we can't guarantee your tickets. So there is a condition here, except if. Okay, so yes, if you pay now, we guarantee you your ticket. Okay, now using until, please wait in the lobby until they call your name. So that means up to this particular time. What time? The time they call your name. you need to wait in the lobby. So remember, till, a more formal way. So you say, please wait in the lobby until they call your name, till a particular moment, the moment being the time they call your name. So wait until. Okay, I hope you're getting it now. The last example, the bank will not provide you with a loan unless you show them your income proof. Now, there is a precondition. You don't show your income documents, you don't get a loan. It's as simple as that. So, you say except if you meet this condition of providing your income proof, you definitely get a bank loan. Alright. So, here we use unless because it is a precondition. You have to meet this condition to get what you want. So, use unless you show them your income proof. Okay. So, except if you show them. You don't show them, you don't get a bank loan. It's as simple as that. Okay. So, now we have a sentence with until. He sat patiently, until dinner was served. Until. So, till dinner was served, he sat quietly, didn't utter a word. Maybe he got noisy after dinner, but till dinner was served, he sat quietly, patiently, like a sweet child. So, he sat patiently till the time dinner was served. Okay. So, well, remember there are two different words, they have different meanings. Unless is acceptive precondition, okay, and until means till a particular moment, up to a particular moment that you're talking about. You can use till is informal, until is formal. Okay. Well, so this is how you use unless and until independently in different sentences. Now we are going to take a look at how they are used in the same sentence. Okay, so now let's look at using unless and until in the same sentence. Now remember, we just learned unless is a precondition, acceptive, until is in context of time up to the particular moment. Okay. Now when do we use both in the same sentence? Well, remember they don't mean the same. Okay, we use unless and until in the same sentence when a situation has both involves the condition and the time. Okay, so let's understand the condition or the precondition and time. Okay, so if I say you will not get to play with your toys, you will not get to play with your toys unless and until you complete your homework. Now, why do I use both these words in the same sentence? That's because the condition is unless. Unless means the condition. What's the condition? You've put a condition on your child. Your homework, you complete your homework. So, this is the condition. Okay. So, that means if you don't complete your homework, you don't get to play with your toys, right? That is what it means. You are putting a condition. The condition being completing your homework. So, why do we use until? Until because the time you complete your homework. So, say if you complete your homework at 6 in the evening, you have met both the conditions, completing your homework, and till 6 o'clock, that's the time you choose to complete your homework, you can't play. So, it has both the context, the condition and the time. So, the time is till you complete your homework. Okay. So, that means you complete your homework and then you can go down to play. So, remember, you cannot always use the two in the same sentence unless, okay, that is except if the situation calls for both the condition and the time. Okay. Another sentence for you here. I can't refund you your money unless, so there is a condition and until there is a time, so sorry, okay, so until you sent me the original receipt. Now remember, both the things are involved. The condition, what is the condition? The precondition, send me the receipt. So well, if you don't send me the original receipt, I surely can't refund you your money. Okay, so that's a condition you put. You give me the receipt, I give you the money. Okay, so that's condition. So well, if you tell the person, I've lost the receipt, too bad, you do not get your refund. But if you meet the condition, what condition? Of producing or publishing your original receipt, you are entitled to a refund. So first is condition, okay, and the time is when you send me the receipt. So well, if I receive the copy, the hard copy in my hand, you have met both the condition and the time. The condition being you have shown me the or sent me the original receipt. The time is, well, I have it right here now with me, so now I can process the refund payment. Okay, so we have condition and time. So the time is when you send it. Okay, so remember, this situation involves both condition and time, and that is why we use unless and until in the same sentence. Okay, and the last example, I can't start work on this project unless and until the plans are approved. Okay, so I can't start work. Why? Two things, condition and time. What is the condition? The plan being approved. Okay, and of course till the time it is approved. So that's your time. Till the time it is approved. Okay. So remember, when you use both of them, it is because they need to have both the context, time and condition. Okay friends, oh well, this brings me to the end of this lesson. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I do have a test for you. I would never know how well you have understood unless and until you take the test. So go ahead, take the test. Do let me know your scores. I'll be back soon with a new lesson. Till then, take care and bye.